Yeah, yeah, right here. I gotta spell your name right in my phone.
Hello and welcome to Fish on Northwest. Duane and Tommy Donlan.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
9 feet out behind me right now, so put your stopper up there on your mono.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slow grind in the morning, you know, and that happens sometimes.
When you present it, you're sweeping it over an area. Now, when you get these big, wide areas...
Yeah, those are the new Columbia River pop from McKay crab and shrimp here.
There we go.
Yes, indeed.
Nicely done, buddy.
That's a beautiful fish, Duane. Nicely done.
Thanks for rolling me into him, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Hello and welcome to Fish on Northwest. Duane England, Bill Herzog. Back
Hi,
once
Duane.
again. Yes, here we are. Been a week already, my friend.
It seems like I don't even leave here.
It's almost like you have a room or something.
I think I do.
Yeah, matter of fact. So welcome everybody to today's program. So glad you could join us. We got tons to get through, and we got some pretty exciting news coming out of a little north of us that we'll get into. That's
Did you notice it? I'm wearing the tuna version of the Fish Hunt Northwest.
See that.
So I think maybe
There's
tuna
a
might be on the line.
here
There's a theme here,
for
perhaps?
today's program. Absolutely.
Okay.
So you and I this past week, boy, a lot of time on the road.
Yes.
Kind of fish in the same general area, albeit different days. So Jordan and I just returned late last night. Lucky to get this show ready for this week because I was scrambling, man. We were on the road for the entire week. Made it back home in time last night, get a little bit of sleep. But as I mentioned last week, as we were leaving, we headed on over to the east side there, just outside Dallas, Oregon, for fish camp put on by the great folks at Work Sharp. Invited a handful of folks in the industry, and spent some time, a couple of days there in camp. Plenty of fish were caught. We spent a little time hover fishing, which we'll get into out in front of the chutes on the main stem Columbia, and then of course inside Drano for some troll fishing the next day. Both fisheries produced well. How about the quality of the fish we just got done eating?
They're Springer-esque.
They are,
I swear, man.
We've talked about it.
Wow.
People think URB, yeah, but it's a little stained, a little dirty looking. But man, I'm telling you.
Those who don't know need to know.
Boy, the amount of fat that comes out of those when you cook them on the Traeger or any grill, for that matter, just absolutely unbelievable.
They're
and just amazing. Yeah. So, we did some hover fishing and we did a little troll fishing, and you got in both those locations I just mentioned, boats doing either or.
Right. Well, we watched guys while we were hover fishing in Drano. We watched the guys trolling next to us, and then the hookups was pretty close to the same. Although I will say the hover guys are doing just a wee bit better
than
the trollers were.
Yeah. I tend to, and you as well, certain times of the year, Springer season in particular, stay away from Drano.
Oh boy.
And it's pretty, as you know, you were there. It's pretty busy this time of year, but there's a contingent of folks, a lot of boats. You know, what would we ever do without spot lock nowadays in our bow mount electrics? But for hover fishing and something like Drano with little to no current, man, that's just money. Get out in front of the Deschutes, you got some current flowing, especially if they're moving water over the dams. You're actually covering ground.
That's hard to do.
Well, we're going to discuss how you got to be engaged in that particular fishery. And you really, I mean, you think, oh, just hold on to a fishing rod. No, it's about maintaining focus.
Sure.
Being engaged in that fishery if you're going to be productive, or you are just literally, going for kind of a slow boat ride.
Well, I give myself a headache when I do it. I concentrate so heavily on the rod tip. I'm just staring at it. I don't dare glance away because that's when you get bit. Murphy being who he is,
Yep. Dave Eng did a great job. We had guys in camp there from North Carolina and other parts of the country. Some of these folks had never caught a salmon. And we're like, hey, you ever caught a salmon? No. Well, you're going to get one today. And sure enough, most of them did. But he said, hey, if you guys, you get bored, you get complacent, you stand there and kind of start, talking about whatever, you're going to miss fish.
Right.
It's just the fact that it's the name of the game. So, but we'll get into the details on the whole hover thing. If you haven't done it, tonight's program is going to cover it pretty in depth. And it really is. Once you get it in the right, once you're committed to it, it's pretty easy.
I love it because it's not as industrial feeling as 20 ounces of lead and a 360 and a
motor speed and control and all the things.
It's much calmer, so to speak, but a lot concentration intensive.
Oh, for sure. By the way, last weekend I was a little bit more upset than probably you. Congratulations to you and your red and gold 49ers.
You mean the guys who should have a injury, a Red Cross instead of, I think the entire team left Seattle injured.
Gimping and hurt, much like my back. Yes. They found a way to win to the dismay of many Hawks fans. And I could not believe the way that game unfolded at the end. But nonetheless, here we are going into week 2. And, I'm hopeful that our Hawks are going to turn around and actually, I think we're good for 10 wins this year, but we shall see. Okay, running down the show.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Recap of our week. What we know about hover fishing that we're going to bring to you all. You cannot be lazy, and we'll discuss. Then from Fish Camp, hover fish in the mouth of the Deschutes with Dave Eng, Fishing Guide Service. We had a great day. Want to show you how that all unfolded. First time to the program, and this is what we're so excited about, Bill. RJ Miller. Peril Sky, Sitka, Alaska, and Albacore Tuna. That's right. I said Albacore Tuna and Sitka in the same sentence. Then part 2 with RJ Miller. What did it take to find success? And is this a new tuna opportunity?
Well, I've certainly never heard of it before.
Up there out of Sitka.
Wow.
Okay.
Crazy,
out for a quick break. We'll be back and in-depth look into some hover fishing right after this. Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
I make my living catching fish, not only as a tournament angler, but as a guide as well. Catching fish is important, and Gamakatsu hooks for me, they kind of help take the luck out of fishing a little bit just because they're a high quality hook. Obviously have a really good reputation for being very strong and very sharp. Gamakatsu, I use their products every day in the boat and, big part of my success.
Compact, clear, dependable. Bantam HD Youth Binocular. Learn more at vortexoptics.com.
All right, welcome back here in the studio as we progress along. So both of us this past week experienced some hover fishing in 2 different locations.
Right.
And It's something I've done periodically over the years. It's not. It's really not something we do here much on the west side.
No. They do it on the Cowlitz a little bit.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep. Back in the day, had done it there and successful.
Sure.
Of course, they're on years where we have an abundance of fish around. It's pretty easy.
Right.
We're talking about suspended eggs, bait, just up off the bottom a tick, just to be right in their face. And the interesting thing this year, you look at the dam counts, you look at the amount of fish. Most of the guides nowadays are on a live scope. They're all keyed in on that, and it's like watching a video game. And you just constantly see fish at the bottom of the screen.
Nonstop.
And they are, at least, well, in both situations, actually, even when we were on the troll in Drano with Aaron Peterson, but out there with Dave Eng in front of the Deschutes, them fish are dragging their bellies in the mud.
Yes.
The
You know
water,
why?
Surface temp is 73 degrees.
And the coldest is right down on the deck, and
You
there's
bet.
springs down there. Did you notice that in Drano?
Yeah,
The
well,
springs?
and also, yeah, you're right. And you'll see the bubbles come up from time to time.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So, you gotta have your presentation right down there, albeit not dragging on the bottom, because there's
No.
also other creatures that enjoy eggs
Very large creatures.
with big heads and white bellies and sturgeon-esque. So don't like to hook sturgeon on hover rods.
But then again, you can't be up too high either. If you miss them by 6 inches, you don't get bit. It's got to be pretty exact, man.
Let's compare the two fisheries. So explain for folks that concept in Drano Lake. Bow mount motor engaged, spot lock, so you're not moving a whole lot. And you get pushed around a little by the wind.
A little.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're pretty much staying in a similar spot. And your presentation is what?
It's as vertical as you can possibly make it, because even if you move a tiny bit and you have a little bit of angle, you want to move your rod so you stay absolutely straight up and down. I mean, you got to have that absolute vertical presentation. You've got just a little angle going, no good.
No.
That means your eggs are up. Eggs and shrimp are up, moving around a little bit. It's got to be dead still, baby.
When they talk dead stick, it's dead stick.
Yeah.
Now, out there in front of the Deschutes, you have current.
Right.
So you're covering ground, albeit at a slow speed. The onus is on the guide or the person in control of the boat, and trying to achieve that vertical presentation, albeit while you have current wind pushing you around. The other thing you got to key in on is constant state of change of bottom contour and depth.
To me, that would be the toughest thing to do.
Well, it's
to stay in that depth that you want, the perfect depth.
Well, so we have electronics.
Sure.
But
it only does so much. It only tells you how deep it is.
Well, it tells you how deep it is.
It's up to you.
Absolutely. Now, some of the guys are running reels with line counters. Really, I don't have a line counter on my reel, but it's all about looking at your depth. You go, oh, we've gone from 19 to 24 feet. Now, that's a significant 5 feet.
Sure.
If I hit bottom at 19 feet and come up one crank and I just hold it there, and now we're in 25 or 30 feet of water.
No good.
I am so far above the fish, I'm not even engaged. I might as well sit down.
Right.
Which some folks do.
Okay, but
we'll talk about that.
Right.
But so to really stay on top of those fish, I am constantly looking at my sonar, looking at my depth. Oh, yeah, we dropped a foot or 2 feet. You go, oh, it's only a foot. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what. Warm water, cold water on the bottom, then fish staying down low. I constantly am dropping that weight to bottom, coming up. The morning was a crank and a half on my Revo. The afternoon, it was one crank. They wanted to be that tight to the bottom.
Wow.
We're bringing that. And so think about different reels. Your pickup can be anywhere from 3 feet to 6 feet.
Depending on, so it could
one
be a
crank.
4 to 1,
Yeah.
could be a 7 to 1,
Yeah.
everything between. You just have to know what it is.
And so once the fish let you know what they like, if you're getting them at 1.5 crank and over there on that reel, it's a Shimano or whatever, they're getting them at 3 cranks. Okay. It is what it is. But when you find them and you want to maintain that, it's every time you change depth, drop the bottom, come up 1 crank, 1.5, doesn't matter. It puts that bait floating in that latitude that those fish want to be in, and that's how you're going to get bit. Let's talk about hook set and presentation. If I'm sitting in the chair, my rod is on the gunnel of the boat.
Your rod is at 9 o'clock.
And it's just hanging there.
Right, straight out.
Yep. Now, the bite oftentimes is so soft, you think it's a trout peck.
It's a kokanee bite.
It's a kokanee bite.
Literally, yeah.
So you're going to miss a lot of those if your rod is hard on the deck and you're just, sitting there.
Sure.
Not really paying attention. You stand, you constantly check bottom, and there's a lot of folks that are comfortable with the rod being straight perpendicular out. You're 3 feet off the water. Your hook set is from here to about 11 o'clock.
But you can't. It doesn't get tight
until
you get almost at noon.
Yep.
And then all your power is gone from your rod. Whatever rod you're using, your power is gone. When you're above it, when you're standing up and your rod is down at an angle, it's down to like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So when you're all of a sudden, when you're tight, you become tight at 9 where the guy's sitting down. And then you get to 10 and 11, you're fully loaded.
Starting to get,
Yeah.
Yep. So rod tip, 3 to 5 inches off the water.
Yes.
Stay engaged, adjust your depth continuously. And when you feel either they're going to lean into it a little bit and you'll just feel that rod slightly load. Dave Eng had a great description. It almost feels like your weight's dragging in sand. But if you are adjusting your weight and you see your depth and everything is good, you're suspended, you feel that pressure, set the hook.
Go, baby.
If you get one tick, I usually live it. If I get one tick back to, it's tick, tick. It's like first tick grabs your attention. Second tick, you better be setting the hook. Now, it may be a small pike minnow or something.
Right.
But I have hooked several of them on that second tick.
Sure.
You can't just disregard that. It's any change. Any change at all from that presentation, just sitting there dead stick, you feel a pressure, you feel a tick, you feel anything.
I've had it go light. All of a sudden, your rod tip will just go light.
Because they're cleaning it up.
It'll go light on you. Set the hook when that happens too, man.
You cannot accomplish that by sitting in the chair. You can't fish lazy.
Milt Kaiser used to say, try to hit yourself in the butt with your rod tip.
There you go.
And you're good.
Swing for the fences. All right, there we go. Going to show you now what this is all about. We had a great day out there on the water with Dave Eng outside the mouth of the Deschutes on the Columbia, just east of Dalles, Oregon. We're at Fish Camp. Bringing that to you right after this break.
All Defiance boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why all boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. All Defiance boats come standard with large fish boxes that are fully insulated so that you can ice your fish properly all day. All Defiance boats are foam flotation filled and unsinkable for the ultimate in safety while fishing offshore. Before you buy any boat, stop by or call Defiance Boats today to ensure you are getting the very best glass boat your money can buy.
Start your outdoor adventure at SportGo and Outdoor Emporium, 2 locations with the best selection of name brand outdoor gear at affordable warehouse pricing. Over 60,000 different items to fit in your adventure, like Gamakatsu fishing gear, premium grade high carbon steel hooks, Gamakatsu custom designed fillet and boning knives, to tackle and storage containers. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Maximize your outdoor adventure with the right gear at SportGo and Outdoor Emporium, Fife and Seattle.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, raise your hand if you've never caught a salmon. Okay.
And it's typically down to the bottom, feel it clunk and come up too. But you got to hold your rod in the same place that you came up to from. You can't come up from here and then hold your rod here. And, play around with 2, 2.5, 3.
You just sit, don't dig at all.
Just let it sit. And you feel it, it's going to feel like it's dragging in the gravel or just barely pull down, something different than what you're normal to. Swing. We got coolers full of bait. Alrighty, keep track of him.
Oh, he's right up here already.
Nice.
Get him up already?
Yeah.
Have we seen him?
Yeah.
Reel up, reel up, reel up. I can't net him from there. Oh, it's a little guy, but we can keep him. It's a jackalope. You can just sling him.
He's a freebie. Oh, he got off.
Oh, wow.
Jack?
Jack. actually net this one for you.
Feels like a jack. Looks like a jack. Smells like a jack.
You mean it was small enough to get through the net?
Oh, really?
Oh.
What'd you do? Oh, dang it. Mr. Eng.
How are you, Duane?
You've earned it.
Yeah, we qualified for that one.
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, Dwayne England, Fish Hunt Northwest. FHN back out here on the water. We're actually on the east side, just outside of Dalles, Oregon, here on the Columbia. We got an invite back. We must have been good behavior last year.
Yeah, several years in a row now.
Yeah, Worksharp has invited us back. We used to attend the original fish camp back in the day with Ed Iman, and we fished together for years out here, right?
15, 20 years up here?
Yep, and then that went away, and fortunately for us, the good folks at Worksharp have put it together. Second year now, we got a nice group of folks that have showed up. You're one of the guides that's been a staple of this thing, and you know, when somebody says hover fishing, you should think Dave Eng, because that's kind of your niche.
It is on some days. Some days it's not.
Today is one of those days. Look, we already put one in the boat. We've lost a couple jacks, lost an adult, so it started off not too bad. We got a few of your closest friends joining us out here, and we're gonna whack and stack.
Let's go.
Okay, hover fishing just outside the Dalles on the Columbia with Mr. Dave Eng. We're bringing it to you. Here we go.
Hell yeah, Ricky.
Ricky, you're the hero.
Ricky.
How's that feel? Pull that line. North Carolina.
You got Bill Belichick.
Hell yeah.
How's it feel, Ricky?
You know, it was a pet talk that counts.
There you go, buddy. Look at that. That's your first Chinook. What do you think of that?
You have to kiss it.
You smell that?
Yeah.
Kiss it.
Got to give it a kiss.
give it a kiss?
Yeah, that's what we do here. We actually don't do that, but that's okay.
Lick your lips.
Yeah, that wasn't coming off. How about that dude? It was the sandwich, Dave. I took one bite. Baby. Oh, we got a runner.
We got a one-up.
Look at that thing go, huh? People think you get way up here in these systems and these fish just don't have any fight left, but nice fish. And
we got a mouse.
This is
great job, team.
Yeah.
What in the heck?
We all caught that together, okay?
Good job, guys.
That's teamwork.
Well done, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. Boom.
What?
Funny. Golly. Okay.
What?
Let me help you here.
Four-line.
Gotcha.
That thing just grabs everybody. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is actually a wild fish, but we can keep wild fish up here. North Carolina boys, you see that little adipose fin? That's a wild fish. At the hatchery, when they're small, smolt size, about the size of my finger, they cut those off.
I think
That's how we identify in the waters if it's hatchery or wild. But up here we can keep wild fish. Not a monster, but boy, that thing came out of the water. That was phenomenal, huh? Little rocket. Yeah. There we go. Dave Eng and his eggs. Who doesn't like bait fishing? This is great. Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water.
the Northwest's premier upland bird hunting destination. Located along the beautiful Umatilla River in eastern Oregon. Fully guided bird hunts with expert guides and top-notch dogs. Enjoy comfortable accommodations and gourmet meals at the Riverview Lodge. Book your sensational hunting experience with Horseshoe Curve Outdoors.
When it comes to safety and security, trust the professionals at Phoenix Protective. Our highly trained officers provide 24/7 security services to meet your needs. We provide security for commercial properties, events, building entry, and more. We can monitor your property remotely with our monitoring equipment. At Phoenix Protective, your safety is our mission. Call us today or visit our website to learn how we can protect what matters to you.
All right, Dave, so we took a little break, mostly because you forgot the boat snacks.
Yeah.
We had to come in and get the boat snacks. Yeah, pretty decent bite this morning. It's died off a little bit. We're taking a little bit of break. We're heading back out. Maybe we'll get that 10 o'clock rally going on, you know. So real quickly, I want to talk about rigging for hover fishing. I don't know about you, but for me, presenting bait, especially to biting Chinook, this is about as simple as it gets.
It is.
Right?
Simple and effective.
You're running a VIP slider on here.
Yep.
With a dual lock, and today we're running 2 ounces of lead. Now, do you ever go heavier?
I go 3 when it's more bucky out there, or I've got less experienced anglers.
They try to keep it down.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of this depends on boat control as well. You're trying to keep those lines vertical, aren't
Yes.
you? Yeah. So angle or scope in the line doesn't truly get us down to bottom, and you're having us hit bottom, come up a crank or two.
Right.
And depending on your reel, now the size of reel I'm running, I found that 1.5 cranks is where I've been bit consistently. So it doesn't matter the depth of water we're fishing, we're finding bottom, and depending on your reel, 1, 2, 3 cranks up.
Right. That's what I always do. Is I try to have these guys go 2 cranks, you guys go 3 cranks, I'll go 1.5. See where we can figure out where those fish are at.
Yep.
And with the electronics, it's pretty easy. You can actually see your lead ball and your bait on the TV.
Yeah. And as we've noted this morning, them things are just right in the mud, man. They're scurrying right with their bellies in the dirt, aren't they?
Yep.
So they're tight to bottom. Leader length make much of a difference when guys are rigging, to do some hover fishing. We're running what today?
Those are about 32 to 36 inches.
Okay.
I'll stretch them out a little bit more with a higher speed reel like these Daiwas.
Yep.
Some of them are 42, just depends.
Okay.
But, back to your 1.5 cranks. You found them at 1.5 today.
Right.
Nick, I'm losing my mind.
One of those guys
up there caught him at 2.
Yeah, right.
So, Ricky.
Yep. You just say North Carolina
Mickey,
crew.
Ricky.
Yeah, Mickey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some variables here, but you're pretty consistent in your presentation, and you constantly, whack the fish on the hover fish, and then of course run a nice, decent sized chunk of bait and some sand shrimp. You ever hover fish without the sand shrimp out here?
I do occasionally, and sometimes they want it without sand shrimp.
Right.
Just a good egg that's smoking. Change your baits consistently. Don't go softball sized baits, but just a nice small bait.
Quarter size.
Yeah, they're sucking it in and out. And,
you recommend running a bit of a hotter bait, a little more sulfite up here, a little more salt, or is it a sweeter bait?
These are reasonably hot.
Yeah.
But I know a couple guys out there that say they don't have a quarter cup of sulfite in their cure.
Right.
And so it just
depends. We are a ways above Bonneville. Those fish have traveled a long ways, and sometimes when you get up into these upper fisheries, especially in the tributaries, you'll find a hotter bait, much more sulfite, really entices that bite. But
there's 3 different cures there on that table.
Yep, we've been bit on at least 2 of them. We just rolled out the 3rd one here this afternoon. So we'll get back out on the water and deploy more of the hover fishing, and let's go get a couple more
footage of fighting fish.
There you go. Okay.
Let's go. Duane, you're on it.
Got it, buddy.
Get that out of your way for you.
Oh, you got a runner. How was that take?
It was
peck or?
No, I just took it. There was like
into it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't have to set the hook, just kind of happened.
Yeah, there you go. We like those. Ooh, that's a nice fish.
Is that your first hover fish, Kyle?
It is.
Well, let's seal the deal, right?
Drive him right in that net for
Oh my God! Oh, get him!
Oh, that thing's a beaut. It literally jumped out of the net when I got it in the water.
All right, guys, drop them.
Oh, look at that thing.
Very nice.
Now that is a dandy.
Yeah, you see that? He already spit the That's how close we are to losing every one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's already out. Look at that sucker.
Dang.
Nice buck. That's quality fish there, Kyle.
True.
Sit that down, grab your fish. Give it the old wood shampoo. Here, I'll do that. There you go. Nicely done, buddy. First hover fish. Way to go.
Yeah.
Nice wild buck. Look at that thing. Nice. That's actually the brightest.
That's a great fish, man.
Yeah, you bet. That thing will cut amazing.
Very nice.
Yeah. All right, guys, we were talking earlier on presentation on hover fishing. Now, it's about as simple as it gets. You're pretty much a human rod holder. All we're going to do is drop this lead down. Nice, slow, easy descent. I like to keep my thumb on the spool and just give it a gradual fall so that your bait hopefully doesn't get tangled up on your line, because your weight is going down first, obviously. Once it hits bottom, you'll see that slack, okay? Don't let it sit there too long. Like, once you come in contact with that bottom, boom, okay? Today, like 1.5 reels on this reel. Some of the guys are doing 2 cranks. It just depends. I got bit multiple times just simply putting 1.5 crank. All you're doing is lifting that lead back off the bottom, and that leader and that egg, they're just basically floating. They're hovering, right? So you look at your sonar, you see those fish, they're tucking their bellies right down into the mud because the water temperature up here is pretty warm. So they're trying to stay in that really cold water, which is going to be right on the bottom. So we're constantly letting it down, hitting bottom, come up a crank or 2. You watch your depth gauge. If you go a couple feet deeper and you don't adjust your line, you're truly not staying in the vicinity of where the fish are going to be. You could find yourself in a 3 to 4 foot difference in water level, and if you don't adjust your line, now you're fishing above those fish. So you constantly got to look at your monitor. You got to see what your depth is, find bottom, come up a crank or 2, and you know, just stand very still and idle, wait for them to bite.
A Northwest favorite for almost 40 years, Arima boats are manufactured with pride in Bremerton, Washington. All Arima boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why Arima boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. Arima can offer every boat with Honda outboard packages so that you can take advantage of the reliability and 5-year top-to-prop warranty from your Honda outboard. Call or stop by Arima Boats today and let them help you get into your very next boat.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, a place where discovery and history thrive for young eyes and old alike. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
I make my living catching fish, not only as a tournament angler, but as a guide as well. Catching fish is important, and Gamakatsu hooks for me, you know, they kind of help take the luck out of fishing a little bit just because they're a high quality hook. Obviously have a really good reputation for being very strong and very sharp. Gamakatsu, I use their products every day in the boat, and, you know, big part of my success.
Have fun. Remember to have fun. You got me a water while you're
Have some fun. Yeah, right. Good point. Okay. Who's on the net? Angling there. Ooh. Nicely done, Jordan.
All right.
Here we go. Yep. There you go. Look at the net marks on that guy. Yeah. The bleed bucket. All right, Mr. Eng.
Thank you much, sir.
Thanks, buddy. Boy, pretty decent bite this morning.
It was real good for a minute or two.
Yeah.
Then it, first hour and a half, and three fish, lost a few, and then we had to grind it out for the rest.
And it wasn't like the fish were not there. Every pass up to the top and drifting down through, we'd see them on the screen just constantly, just going through. And what triggers them,
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 different formulas working all the time. And guys at different depths on their cranks up.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3, and it seemed to be the best was the bottom huggers off of 1.5 cranks off the bottom.
Yep. When we came in for a quick stop and boat snack refill, went back out. Full sun on the water now. Water temp creeped up even a little more. We're brushing 73, and I'm watching things skirt just on the mud, and I'm thinking, all right. So this whole afternoon I went 1 crank. And I'm trying to remember what the pickup is on my reel for 1 crank, but it doesn't matter. I had, 4 good whacks at it and stuck 1. But talk about that bite, man. That little peck. You wouldn't think a big old Chinook has that ability, but man, they are just so hard to get a hook into sometimes.
Sometimes they just lay on it, and I screwed 2 of them up.
Yeah.
I was in panic mode that I wasn't catching anything. and
Pressure's on. Yeah. It's that quick bite, man. Sometimes it works to snap right away and they're there, and other times you swing and a miss. I mean, had that happen numerous times. When they just kind of lean into it, you got more confidence in that.
Dragging, then you can rip on them and get them going.
Well, I think persistence, going back out for the afternoon, picking up a couple more fish, that was kind of the key. Just, beautiful day out here.
What else are we going to do? Sit around camp?
Sit around camp, but
our telephones?
Yeah, I was pretty pleased that the wind forecast was pretty spot on, 3 to 5 for a majority of the day here till we get into late afternoon, and it's exactly what it did. So pretty nice. Anyway, day 1 in the books. Day 2 tomorrow, perhaps in a different boat and on the troll. We'll see. Either way, jumping out for a quick break. We'll be back after this. All right, well, there you go. A little hover fishing out in front of the dish newts, huh?
Oof. I get all tingly.
Now, you saw Jordan's fish there. It had all them scrapes and marks on it.
Right.
That's the one they, the tribes on that upper east side, they put a lot of effort into putting literally thousands of fish in that Columbia system.
Right.
And we reap the benefits of that all the way from, below Bonneville, all the way down to the mouth, and all those URBs and stuff in some of those programs. So I know people get a little ticked off. They're out there running those drift nets nightly and, taking their fish to market. But on a year like this, when there's so many fish, like they were out there the night before we still got into fish. There's still tons of fish coming on the screen. And that one in particular, I mean, they do whack a good percentage of them, and you're going to see your average size fish is going to be about 8 to 10 pounds.
Sure.
Because that's what makes it either around or through the net mesh size. And that one was a clear indication of one that finally fought its way through and got all scraped up and a little bloody. But the quality of those fish cannot be underrated.
I can't believe how good they taste.
It might be a little gray, a little stained, but they cut just, the marbling and the fat is like definitely, put in time there. I think the biggest battle you have is, those fisheries aren't extremely crowded this time of year, but check your wind forecast because it can get a little windy out there. So
it's going to be windy. Just figure on wind, and if you don't have it, bonus.
Yes, for sure. Then you're going to have a real good morning of fishing. All right. Hopefully you guys, enjoyed that. Jumping out for a quick break. We come back. We're going to introduce you to RJ Miller right after this break.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, where the young and old find rest and excitement, not apart. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, geez, come on.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
All Defiance boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why all boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. All Defiance boats come standard with large fish boxes that are fully insulated so that you can ice your fish properly all day. All Defiance boats are foam flotation filled and unsinkable for the ultimate in safety while fishing offshore. Before you buy any boat, stop by or call Defiance Boats today to ensure you are getting the very best glass boat your money can buy.
All right, welcome back. So, Bill,
Yes,
when I say Sitka, Alaska, what are some of the fish you may think about?
Oh, we're talking king salmon. We're talking
sure.
coho fishing
Oh,
off
yeah,
the chart.
absolutely, yeah.
Big lings, big halibut.
Big halibut
Yeah,
opportunity. You know,
that's about all there is up there,
fish
right?
up there, right? That
That's
you get
about all there
access
is.
to. Yeah. Well,
What
how
you
about Albacore Tuna?
No.
That on your list of fish to go get? Destination fishery, Sitka, Alaska? Well, this next gentleman and some friends decided it was about time to maybe go out and see if they can find some, and they certainly did. RJ Miller, Peril Sky LLC, Peril Sky Charter Fishing out of Sitka, Alaska. Welcome to the program for the first time, RJ. Glad to have you here, man.
Yeah, hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here, and thanks for giving me the call and reaching out.
You bet, man. I saw, social media is a great thing because you can kind of just, keep a prize on everything going on out there. And this is one of them that caught my attention. So before we get into this whole albacore story, which is like a mind blow for us down here in the lower 48, give us a little insight about Peril Sky Charter Fishing out of Sitka, Alaska. What do you guys offer? What do your seasons look like?
Yeah, we offer fully inclusive ticket fishing packages with chef cooked meals, transportation, lodging, 3 days fishing, 4 nights lodging, and we offer fish processing, pay for your licensing. It's a well-rounded product, and it's something that I'm really proud of and have built over the past handful of years.
Yeah.
We started this. I started this thing. Been guiding for a lot of years up here. Born and raised in Sitka, Alaska, and when we started this and went out to name the company, the first thing that just popped to mind was Peril Sky, and it was something that was really linked to a childhood memory of mine and the relationship that I have with my father. I'm very lucky to have him and he raised me in the woods, in the outdoors, fishing, hunting, enjoying the woods, enjoying just everything that nature has to offer. And we go up into Peril Strait, and it's one of the few east to west facing channels in Southeast Alaska where you get the full sunrise and the full sunset. You got this glowing ribbons of clouds up and down the mountainsides of old growth timber going from the ocean straight up to 2,000 feet.
Wow.
And so it's it's just one of those core memories. It's my mission statement is what the name of the company is. And
yeah, I mean,
something that I try to give to everybody that books a trip with me.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, what a great childhood and upbringing in the outdoors, and especially up there in Alaska, fishing and hunting. So let's kind of start, discussing this whole tuna deal. So where did the idea kind of come from, or how did that discussion about chasing tuna out of Sitka get generated, and who actually began or initiated that conversation? Who brought the topic up?
I was out fishing last year, and we were at the Cape, and it was an interesting day because it was September, maybe 2nd, maybe 3rd. I can't remember the specific date. And it just looked like two oceans were just grinding away at each other. And I didn't really know what was going on. The water looked like it was boiling and just fighting.
Yeah.
And the water temp was 63 degrees. And I thought, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen out here. And we're drifting it, trying to catch salmon, coming up baitless, nothing happening, catching a salmon shark. And next thing you know, we get back to the dock, and one of the captains with a different company, Angling Unlimited in town, pulled out 2 albacore out of their fish box. I'm going, what the heck?
Yeah.
Everybody's freaking out. And so we got the story behind it. They were dangling some rods over the side of the boat while halibut fishing. One of the anglers decided they wanted to salmon fish, and thinking, oh, well, maybe we'd hook into some king salmon or some more coho down at 150 feet. Well, next thing you know, they get an albacore in the boat. Next thing you know, 30 minutes later, they get another one in the boat. And this was an immediate inspiration for me. I went to my buddy Brian. We went to his house, and he's pulling out this giant wall of lures that he has wrapped up in bags, marlin lures, tuna lures, skip, everything that you can find for any part of the world for ocean fishing. He pulls out this bag, unrolls it, and he's got these 30-year-old feather jigs for tuna fishing. I go, wow, that's pretty great. Cedar jigs or cedar plugs and some other stuff. And he goes, here, use this. And I go and I try it out. No luck. Next year comes, and I'm out halibut fishing. Or before I went halibut fishing, I went out to go blackcod fishing, and we saw some birds diving on the blackcod edge, and we saw some fish busting the surface. My deckhand Ruben was on the boat, and I go, hey, whoa, Ruben, something's busting the surface over there. What is that? And he runs up to the bow, and I saw his face light up like I haven't seen it light up since I met him 8-9 years ago. He goes, those are effing tuna. I pulled the jigs up as quick as I could, and we're trolling as fast as we can. And next thing you know, he's like, those were 80 to 100 pound bluefin.
And he knows what tuna looks like, right?
And he's a SoCal guy. He's been doing it for 25 years. He's out of Stockton, and he knows exactly what he's talking about.
Gotcha.
And so that lit a spark in me. And I'm asking every one of my guests, I'm like, you guys want to go try for some tuna? They're like, no. They're no tuna here. We're in Sitka for salmon and halibut.
Right.
You're right. You're right. That's what we're here for. I am here for you, and that's what we're doing.
Well, RJ, when I think about Sitka and something weird, I think of pink flamingos in the trees for the tourists.
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
There you go. You know exactly where that's at.
Yeah. So that's the weirdness. This is going a whole new level. Like the commercial fishery up there doesn't even exist, doesn't it? So what is a recreational guy? How does he find out other than you, or maybe YouTube or something? How does he know? How do you know about this stuff?
I just had a lot of really good connections in town, a lot of good connections in the Albacore Tuna Club down in Washington. Yep. I got a couple people around there, made a lot of phone calls. We reached out through various fishing pages. So, the internet, the phone calls, and just hours and hours and hours outside of my normal fishing routine from 4:30 in the morning till 6 p.m. at night.
Yeah, like you don't have enough going on. Now you're going to go start chasing tuna. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to hold you right there. I'm going to pause you right there. We got to jump out for a quick break. We come back. We got to get into the details, the rigging, the gear, and how you found them and how you found success. Don't go anywhere. Jump it out for a break. More with RJ Miller. We come back.
The Northwest premier upland bird hunting destination. Located along the beautiful Umatilla River in eastern Oregon. Fully guided bird hunts with expert guides and top-notch dogs. Enjoy comfortable accommodations and gourmet meals at the Riverview Lodge. Book your sensational hunting experience with Horseshoe Curve Outdoors.
Start your outdoor adventure at SportGo and Outdoor Emporium, 2 locations with the best selection of name brand outdoor gear at affordable warehouse pricing. Over 60,000 different items to fit in your adventure, like Gamakatsu fishing gear, premium grade high carbon steel hooks, Gamakatsu custom designed fillet and boning knives to tackle and storage containers. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Maximize your outdoor adventure with the right gear at Sportco and Outdoor Emporium, Fife and Seattle.
When it comes to safety and security, trust the professionals at Phoenix Protective. Our highly trained officers provide 24/7 security services to meet your needs. We provide security for commercial properties, events, building entry, and more. We can monitor your property remotely with our monitoring equipment. At Phoenix Protective, your safety is our mission. Call us today or visit our website to learn how we can protect what matters to you.
All right, welcome back. We're still on here with RJ Miller, Peril Sky LLC, Peril Sky Charter Fishing out of Sitka, Alaska. And so, RJ, you land on the Tuna Grounds out of Sitka, which is just weird to say, but you land on the Tuna Grounds. Now what? You troll till you find them. What'd you deploy for gear, and how long did it take you to actually get it into a tuna?
We had a 2-boat system. We went out in the morning, early in the morning, and went out. Everything that I had gathered with the knowledge that we were able to source from all over the internets was find the water tent, find the chlorophyll break, and fish. And so we went out, we trolled as soon as we hit the water tent, and to the lack of my knowledge, we were not in the chlorophyll break yet. So after the couple of times I've gone out and gotten successful, we went out. I used these tuna trolling jigs that I borrowed from a friend. He was on the boat that day with us. And the boat that we were accompanied with yells out, and they go, "We got a fish on!" And it was, just like that.
Just like that.
In that tone.
Yeah, it was the greatest thing. I mean, we're in Edinburgh, and so we chase after him. And here I go, "Hey, Steve, you pick me up." And Steve goes, or one of the ladies on the boat goes, "Steve's fighting a fish right now." And and next thing you know, well, let me know what it is when you get it. And she comes on the radio. She goes, "It's an albacore." Just the greatest thing. We're enamored. So we start trolling up there. We get close to them. We're at the 1,000-fathom line. We're working the gear. Next thing you know, boom! One of the rods bends over. We're trolling 7 knots, and it's just
just ripping line.
Off. And what a thrilling experience. We used everything that we had available. I had salmon rods that I used for mooching or trolling. We had halibut rods. And we chose the halibut rods primarily, a little more stiff, a little heavier drag, and it seemed to perform pretty well.
So you got the gear, RJ. You got the right gear. Apparently, you've waded through your stuff. Find something you can use. You find your fish. Is there such a thing as throwing live bait yet? Can you get live bait? You do that at all, or is it all just trolling?
Right now, we don't have any access to live bait, and that's something that I'm going to try to pursue for next year, because everybody always talks about that does this as a career or does this a lot. Talks about the idea you troll to convert.
Yes.
And what the heck does that mean? You troll to convert. You troll to convert. Turn your boat into the food source.
That's right.
So, I think that basically what we did, this was what I would consider a pioneer experience, going out
for sure,
intentionally targeting tuna. We're passing by Cape Edgecombe, the 50-fathom line called the Mushroom. And I look at my buddies and I go, "Hey, Brian, Ed, what do you think? Should we stop and try for some king salmon just so we have something in the freezer?" My buddy Brian goes, "It's your boat. It's you do what you want, but like, it's your boat. Yeah, that's fine with me. Whatever you want, man." I look at Ed, I look at him, I go, no, tuna or bust.
There you go. You got to commit to it, man. Right? You said pioneer.
Man. Hunt the plan.
That's right. So
we went out with the full intention of catching nothing.
Yeah. We're also, you got to full send, right? Full commit, go after it. That's the plan. Stick with it, like Bill says. And you guys were rewarded. How many fish did you get in that first trip out, that first day?
On the first trip, we ended with 24. Our boat that we paired with we had 21, and the boat we paired with had 24 in the boat.
That's
and
awesome.
so we were learning our way through the gear, learning our way through how to keep fish on, learning our way through how to get multiple fish on.
Right.
The second fish we had on, I put the motors back, put them in neutral, and I run to the back and we're clearing gear. And I go grab the rod, I go crank, 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 and it just grabs it and just starts peeling line. And I'm hanging over the rail going, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took it on the grab. So never enough, excuse me, never enough time, always too much information to get through. Where can folks look you up real quick if they want to check out your lodge, your website and all that, get a hold of you and book a trip and even start thinking about maybe next year making plans if you guys are going to pursue this tuna thing?
Yeah, I'm all over Facebook and Instagram. I have a website, www.perilsky.com, Perilsky.
You got it, man. All right. Well, RJ Miller, Bill, my best friend in Sitka, Alaska.
Yeah, I would think so now.
Absolutely. RJ, is a pleasure. We will be in touch as we have some things to discuss and some plans to make for next year, I assure you.
Pretty cool, man.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much, fellas.
Absolutely. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. All right. RJ Miller, Peril Sky LLC, Peril Sky Charter Fishing. Look him up, www. And you'll find everything they got going on. Out for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far. A place where discovery and history thrive for young eyes and old alike. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
Compact, clear, dependable. Bantam HD Youth Binocular. Learn more at vortexoptics.com.
All right, welcome back as we wind it down. So now do you believe me? Albacore Tuna, Sitka, Alaska, huh?
If I didn't see it or talk to the man myself, I'd go, yeah, me too.
I already have my plane ticket, by the way. Yeah, we're ready to go. Yeah, it's for August next year.
Wow.
So
Okay.
Hey, by the way, we got some more things happening here this next week. We get into mid-September, man. Fisheries start to open up. That Grays Harbor fishery out there in the bay is going to open up. It's got to be loaded with coho. I just have to assume. Tides look pretty conducive. I'm going to go spin some bait. And I would like you to join me, but you are going back to Drano, are you not?
I have to go catch these delicious, beautiful Chinook again.
How can you not?
You know, gotta go more. I got to hover fish some more.
Got great opportunity on the lower Columbia still too. I mean, you can fish the lower Columbia, Astoria area for big coho. You can move up above Longview and that whole stretch in there. You're going to get Chinook. You'd be, down below Bonneville at Beacon Rock. I mean, there's just a ton of opportunity out there. By the way, Puget Sound, people keep hitting me up. Matt Messing called me the other day on our way heading over to the east side. Hey, man, the big hatchery coho are really starting to show up.
They're
Area 9 and 10.
They're in CQ, my buddy.
Oh, yes.
For a week, and they're slightly. It said the bite couldn't be any hotter right now. And the fish are beautiful. They're fat. And he goes, they're done every day, 7:30, 8 o'clock, done.
Oh, so nothing to do but go get breakfast again.
Yeah.
Yeah, fishing is good. And the ocean's been laying down. Mario, who's part of our crew from time to time here, him and the boys went out the other day. They got 62 albacore and a 30-pound bluefin.
That's a lot of cleaning.
That's a lot of tuna carking, man. That's the work. And but if you can make it back in by noon,
well,
the rest of your day
way
is
out
just
there?
processing fish.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's
cool.
that good. I mean, you're fishing at daylight. You're leaving in the dark, and by the time you get on the water there, it's cranking. So lots of opportunity. The weather looks like it's going to hold through. So
You know what time of year it is? The kind we stand around in the morning and go, what are we going to do today? We're frozen with indecision.
That is a classic
Don't you
statement, right?
love it? I love
Yeah,
it so
absolutely.
much.
And real quick before we go, reminder, you will be very soon here towards the end of the third week or about the third week of this month over at the Grand Ronde.
Yes.
Guiding once again, and you're offering up the opportunity for folks to come fish with you, learn to spoon fish, learn to,
Whatever you want to
swing.
do, whatever you want
Yeah.
to do, man.
Yeah.
It's steelhead fishing. Come on over. It's a beautiful area. It's so much fun, dude. Yeah,
And it's
great.
an all-inclusive trip. You're
Yeah, it
getting
is.
lodging, food from the restaurant,
Yeah.
packaged lunch for the boat ride, and the day with you on the water, learn how to steelhead fish.
That's pretty cool, right?
Fantastic. Out of Bogan's Oasis over there. Connect with them or get a hold of Bill on social media, Bill Herzog, and book that trip. You will not be disappointed. Had a great time today's program.
You always have a great time. And
Absolutely.
Just boom. It's
Time
done.
to go. So, yes, hey, fishing is phenomenal wherever you go. So make it a habit. Get out there through the weekend. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Get on the water. Get something done. See you next week right here, Fish on Northwest.